Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ukir tribe, our snowy mountain tribe who has been trying to search out more of those ice genetics, some of which we have successfully woven deeply into the family tree, such as the hammertail and the armored body. We did lose Mammoth Foot, but we always have hope that in the future generations of our nichelings will be able to go forth and crack open more of those ice blocks and weave in more of the unique ice genetics, the frozen genes lost in time, into our family tree. However, it's kind of hard to go and crack open some ice blocks and add those into the family tree when we're still on this island. So we are still stuck on this island. I have no idea what to call it, but actually some people have been saying maybe the reason that we have been having such a terrible time with our female to male ratio is because we have turned our back on the snow for too long, and the snowy fertility god Yuki has turned his or her back, like gender switches on that particular god whenever it's born as an albino creature with beautiful ram horns. But maybe Yuki has turned their back on us, and that is why our ratio has been so cattywampus. Look at this! Look at all of these boys! Look at all these boys! I've got boys for days! And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls. 5 girls! One of whom is getting a little bit older is Anna, and she did have a daughter, thankfully, named Sissy. But all of whom are just not enough to make me feel comfortable about the future of our tribe. However, that is more females than we need to survive because it's more than one, so that's a good thing, and hopefully the Ukir tribe won't end here. And I've been thinking maybe that's why, though. We've turned our back on really rushing forward to the snows, and so maybe the snowy fertility god has abandoned us as well. And I think that that's something that Miana Ana, who is one of our main leaders at the moment, one of the descendants of our creatures who have really carried these legends of the snowy lands for so long, I think that's something she's been thinking about, even though she currently has like her choice amongst the rock solid 4, which a lot of you guys were joking that we should have Kudos, Bozai, Mako, and Aethys end up with like some sort of boy band of some kind. Maybe they like to make music with their tails. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Like, what if they gather around the rocks and they like bash those hammer tails on the rocks and like make music with it? Some sort of primitive song playing, kind of the way that black cockatoos will actually play with sticks. They actually will pick sticks up off of the ground, very, very carefully design them, and the males will jump up in a tree next to the female's little nest, and they will bash the stick on the tree to make a little bit of a beat. So maybe that's what's going on with these guys and this rock too, and that's why they're the rock solid 4, which kind of sucks for Mako because he doesn't really have a hammer tail, but that's alright, we'll forgive him. But alright, so I don't think we're gonna die, but I think that the reason that we're struggling so bad, 24 creatures and only 5 of them are girls, is because we have turned our back on the snowy lands, and Miana Ana is realizing that, and so I think she's going to really encourage, not command, this isn't our Amazon Challenge tribe after all, but very much encourage all of her brothers and cousins to go forth and find a path to the new lands. And after taking all of your guys' votes, a lot of you guys have said we should try taking this path to see if we can find the snowy lands. Remember, we're just trying to rush forward fast enough. That was the whole plan, that we would be able to find a snow port and just keep moving from there. So we're going to try to get Jolix and we're going to try to get Taro kind of wiggled up here, clearing a path, and we'll start scooching our way to more of the nests that are further up north, and then wiggling our way over to this port. Hopefully by the time Miana Ana and Corina's children are grown up. And we also have Wink over here, who became pregnant with Quintus, if I remember correctly. The goal, of course, is to try to get the 2 prehistoric genes that we really care about forward, but a lot of you guys have been saying I need to go through and look at some of the very, very precious genetics that we don't want to lose amongst some of the males that I have marked as potential non-breeders. Like, I think somebody said, who has C? C is actually Sora. We might want to keep an eye on him. H might be a little bit rare. No, H Winks has. Somebody has immunity C. And, oh yeah, I think I can actually search that in the family tree now. I keep forgetting. Apologies if that's the case. Yeah. Okay, immunity K. Immunity C. Who has it? Jolix is the only one? Okay, maybe we will want to have Jolix become a mate with one of our creatures. I think Jolix and Izana will start having some children, so we'll send Izana up there to help out. She has kind of been the matriarch for a while, but I think now that Miana Ana has all of the males crowded around her, the power has shifted to her. But enough of my rambling. Let me double check to make sure claw and runner's leg are good things for us to have inside of our family tree, and let's cross our paws for more baby girls. All right. How are they both boys? This is just... Yuki has turned their back upon us. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we ended up with boys, but they're so cool looking, you guys. Look at little Nukirvan. He is amazing. Oh my gosh. Like, at least we have some very handsome princes. Like, this really is not the best thing in the world because we're still stuck with more males. But, oh my gosh, they're both amazing. They're both armor-bodied, hammer-tailed, perfect eyesight, hind legs. Look at them. We've polished our family tree in so many ways, and yet we're still kind of falling flat on our face. All right, come along, little Kevin. We need to get Wink in here so she can try to have her baby ASAP. Let's see, and there's a mole jumping around up here. Taro, get the mole. Get the mole. Get Mr. Mole. There we go. All right. That's what I thought of Mr. Mole from that show, too. I never really liked him. All right, we're going to have Izana jump over here. She can actually jump all the way into the nest. So I'll have Jolix jump over. Oh, he can bring her some nice food. And yes, he just impressed her enough with his mole hunting skills. And maybe I kind of feel like Izana and Jolix might kind of be growing closer to each other. Also because they kind of look the same. And we're really ending up with a tribe that is suddenly very sharply veering towards being like brown coated. It's always interesting to see that. Do you guys remember which ancestor really introduced that brown coat? I kind of want to blame Kosi, but Kosi had panda pattern red fur, so that wasn't her. All right, let's get the little boys moving a little bit. All right, come on, Aber. You can help out with all of the nuts at least. All right, and then let's see. We're going to move Miana into the nest, and so she just had Nukirvan, who is amazing. He is our young prince, and we are going to rename him off of the names you guys have suggested. Zahn, which is apparently from the Netherlands, excuse me, and it means Zahn, son. But that's a cool name. I really like that name. Look at his fertility. Oh my gosh, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Our young prince has been born. And so who was his father? All right, everybody out of the way. Okay, I need to set it to no gene. I love this thing. I need to remember to use this more often. Nobody has Mamutfoot anymore except for Anakin, and he's no longer with us. Let's see. Man, he had a lot of grandkids. All right, I can't see Zahn. There you are. Who's your father? Bozai. So Bozai is his father. And Bozai would probably make a really good dad to more kids. So I'm going to have Mako scooch over here and work on gathering up berries from here because we still need to gather up resources so we can hoof it onto a new island. And we'll try out a kid with Aethys now. Let's see. Would that be a good match? That would be a good match. Well, Bozai, we'll try one more kid with Bozai because he actually has high fertility, so maybe we might end up with twins. We're gonna eat some berries to try to encourage the twin thing. All right, and then we'll watch over our little son. Aethys will help out with gathering up berries and nesting material. Everybody realizes it's really important to be gathering up all of that nesting material. All right, and then we'll have Corina go ahead, and I think she just had, oh, and we need to rename this baby boy. Give me just a moment. We're gonna name that one, now this is a complicated one. Amaliki. Let me add that in. And of course, these are the names you guys have suggested. Amaliki. It's like, likey. Amaliki. We'll go with that. There we go. But these are the names you guys have suggested. I always mention it, but I copy and paste your names from each and every niche video. If I don't get them all like in one go, rest assured I go back to even the very, very old niche videos to collect enough names. Very helpful. I love having your guys' names in. And if we've ever picked one of your names, please let me know what you think of like the character we've created, because that is just so much fun. I really love knowing that your guys' names ended up creating these unique creatures in this world. All right, so we're gonna jump over. Karina's gonna pop in here. She's hopefully gonna become pregnant. And then we've got curious little Sissy, who's just a wee one. She'll gather up some nesting material. Kudos, I don't want to move him too far away from Karina, but I do need to start gathering up more resources. So we'll start moving this way. We've also got Obi, who is another potential breeder. Why do we have him less of a breeder than Aethys? I mean, because Aethys and Obi are kind of the same. Or Mako, excuse me. Mako, because Mako doesn't have a tail. Aethys does have a tail, so he's important. I think those two, oh yeah, they're both only like kind of sort of breeders. All right, that's fine. We'll move him up here, gather up this stuff, clear away some of the grass. There's a lot of stuff we need to be doing. All right, clear this away. We'll just have to slowly but surely wiggle our way up that way. Sora, can you like soar back up here? Oh, we got a little berry bush to gather from. Let's see, we'll gather up these bits and pieces. We finally wiggled our way over here. Oh, look at the nuts in the waterfall. That's so cool. All right, Paws. We're probably never going to breed you. It is no offense meant, little dude. Just you don't have the things that I need. And I think he would drown if I tried to get him to be very much of an explorer in the water for us. So we're just going to send him that way. And Hawthorne is going to come and revive the ancient family tradition of being obsessed with his tree. So we're going to leave Hawthorne right over here, and he can regain like tree obsession. It just runs in the family as a hidden gene that pops up unexpectedly generations later. And so he's going to defend this tree and like gather up everything he can from it. All right, let's gather up that nesting material and some of this food. I think one of these siblings down here was the same way, but I think Bardo's going to start scooching so that he can go and help out up north with the exploring. And you know what, Kukir, I'm going to get you moving up there too, so we can start doing more exploring. And Zomir, I think Zomir was the same. Oh, Zomir! What are you doing down here hiding your really good genes? Oh, his armored body. That's why. That's why. Well, he'll be good backup, and he can work on collecting up those nuts. We actually have like our perfect pick of prime mates. Like that was the title of last episode with the Yukirs, because we've got lots and lots of fantastic males. We just need some more baby girls. All right, so we've got 4 pregnant females on the nest. If we don't get a baby girl out of this, then truly, we have lost the favor of Yuki, the fertility god. So let's see what happens. Do I spy a baby girl? Oh, I spy a mole. A baby girl! Yay! We have one baby girl with an armored body and a totally normal tail. I wonder if I should actually get Zomir wiggling up here, but I don't think that he'd end up with an armored bodied child, but it might be worth it for the tail because she does have recessive tail. All right, we finally have another girl. She's got high fertility, H and D. She may not have the tail that we're really going for or cracker jaw, which is very, very useful, but I'm happy to see her because it means we won't die out. All right, and we're going to name her Aria. So, Aria, there we go. What a lovely name. Thank you guys for that suggestion. And we may start moving Wink up to the north so she can start wiggling up here. And now it appears we have a predator. One of Tata's minions has approached us. I think Izana is going to go ahead and give him a bit of a bite. And then she'll scooch away. And then let's see. Can I get this mole? All right, Obi is over here. And we'll go ahead and attack. And then, let's see, Taro's here. Can he attack? There we go. Are we any— oh my gosh! How are we so pathetically weak? I just realized we only have like 1 ram horn. What is this nonsense? Kudos, I can't risk you because you've got Hammertail. Kumo, you're just a baby. I can't send you over there. Alright, Vashta, do you have the Hammertail? I don't think he's got the Hammertail. No, he doesn't. He just has the armored body, though. The armored body! What am I doing? Why am I worried? Even if we don't have a really great attack, we have armored body. That's the whole point of having armored body. They're not upset and worried about this. I think that Azana just dove after this guy because she was like, excuse you, and worried about little Roku. So Roku, do you have the gene we need? He does. He now officially carries immunity C. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but we'll try breeding his dad up again. And we'll let Izana and Joltix have another child to hopefully leave behind immunity C somewhere in the family tree. And Izana also had Sissy. I totally forgot about that. So Sissy can scooch up here and she can help out with exploring, and she can help out with taking care of her little brother. All right, and then we have another boy. Unfortunately, I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing to have a boy. He's beautiful again, don't get me wrong. You two are having some absolutely gorgeous children. Coriana, kudos. I'm very, very happy for both of you. But it is a boy. And then we have a girl. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, and she can match with Zahn. What the heck? We're going to switch finally. The wonderful dark princess has been born. I am so relieved. Let's clear the path. We're going to start taking over some of the nests that are further to the north. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. We don't even have to worry about these babies being chewed on, so Zahn can just start wandering away. He's got double digger's paw, just noticed that. Hopefully that won't hinder us in the future. But that is fantastic. What are we going to name this little one? She is like our princess. She has all of the genes we are going for. We're gonna name her, let's see, Kissa. I like that name. I just kind of scroll randomly and the first one that really catches my eye we pick. So this is little Kissa, and she's got beautiful green eyes, dark black fur with dark stripes, gray color on the stripes. I'm not sure where the gray color is supposed to be. She has those dark black horns. She's pretty much everything that I wanted the Pomera tribe to be, but just never achieved. So we have little Kissa. How exciting. Wonderful. And also, the cool thing about her is she has immunity D and H. Her brother has E and K. So they would actually make a perfect pair. And she also has claw mutated in, thank goodness. So they're turning into a bunch of diggers. Zahn also, she has cracker jaw, which is also going to help us. Zahn does not. Can he really feed himself at all? He can dig, so at least we have digging. That's something we can do now. That would have helped us on the hard snowy island we were on a while ago. All right, Aethys, I think you need to have a chance to breed with somebody too. Let's see, to get immunity H in the family tree. Is anybody carrying on immunity H? Well, Kiss is going to have it. I guess I don't need to worry about that too much. All right, what I need to do is clear the path so that we can actually have, and then let me go ahead. Abir is also perfect genetics. Very excited for him. Zahn is perfect genetics, the things that we're really going for at least. All right, we'll have him move over here. Bozai will scooch you over here, and then I'm gonna have his mate scooch right into the nest. There we go. So Anna is already ready to have another baby. There we go. They'll go ahead and have a child. I'll destroy this nest, and then I'll have Aethys kind of bring up the rear and keep an eye on the babies. There we go. And we'll have Kukir start wiggling this way. I'm never going to get that mole, am I? And Kudos, we need to find more nest. That's what we really need. And we also need to be gathering more food. So let's see if I can get Sora. There we go. Across the way so we can start exploring north. I really want to be able to get off this island pretty soon. And we do have little girls at least. Maybe not the little girls I would entirely think are like the best genetics for us, but we are getting some. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let Wink have another baby right over here with a Zomir, just to see what kind of genes. Oh, fudge. That's what I get for not paying attention. They have immunity overlap. I had a perfectly fine mate in Quintus over here, and I just had to go and make things intense by picking somebody else. Oh my gosh, what have I done? All right, well, let's get across the river. Quintus, oh, and Quintus just found another like permanent nest. Awesome. And Kavin can join his dad in just a little bit. And we're going to get to some pretty active exploring and active collecting. All right, kick the tree, gather up the nuts. Let's see. We've got Bardo, who also could be a potential breeder, but we've got our perfect breeder, so I don't really need to worry about that. There we go. And Gano, now that he has collected that, I'm going to have him start moving north too. A lot of our little ones need to start moving north. Amaliki, very, very awesome. Has all the genes that we're going for. Wonderful. Could he be a potential mate of Kissa? He could be one of Kissa's potential mates. Wonderful. Well, I kind of want them to all stick together so I know where to find them. And then Corina, there is a permanent nest up here. So Corina, I'm going to go ahead. There we go. Let her become pregnant with the next child. And then her mate will start wiggling up there. And we'll get little Dukavanta. He unfortunately doesn't have the hammer tail, but that's okay. And we need to rename him. Gosh, there's so many. Oh, Atto. I like that name. So this is Atto. Atoa. There we go. And so he and his brother, Amalaki, oh, I gave him both A names, that's cool, are going to start wiggling up north too. And again, the Yukir tribe has a very laid back policy when it comes to their babies because they're all armor body babies. So they don't have to worry about curious creatures like this predator chewing on them too much. All right, let's see what's going down. More boys. More boys! Nunuvan has been born. Let's rename him really quickly. Oh my goodness gracious. So we're gonna rename him to let's go with Tomomi. So Tomomi, there we go. So many boys. I do think because we have neglected moving. Oh my gosh, and another boy. Why? Zomir, please tell me your child didn't end up being a sickly child too, because that's just gonna make things so much more complicated. He is a sickly child. Little Cuckoo, why? Oh no, so little Cuckoo is a sickly child. We're gonna have to get Wink scooched out of here. We'll have her destroy the nest because she might sense that like, oh no, my son is not as healthy as he could be. Oh, and over here, Kavan is going to go ahead and get some bunny. And then could these two breed? Not safe to breed. She really needs to breed with Quintus. And Cuckoo does have armored bodied though. So I think Wink would just like casually walk away. No, Wink, don't drown. What have I done? But I meant she casually would walk away just because like they have no reason to fear for their children. They never have. All of the children tend to be healthy and happy, and they've never had a child lost on this island. So they wouldn't assume like, oh no, if I leave this child, it's going to get eaten. They would just keep moving. All right, let's see. We're gonna keep moving over here. Gotta get some exploring. Sissy is now old enough to possibly breed, so we'll give her a little marker. I don't think I want to breed her just yet. We're gonna work on letting her be a bit of an explorer so we can actually make some progress with getting... Is that a rogue? No, but you know what? Welcome to the tribe, my little explorer. I'm just gonna have him casually take up some ground that way. Is the predator still here? He is. So we just kind of enlisted another explorer to join us. There we go. And Vashti, we'll have him come over here. All right, little Roku can step this way. His dad will explore over here. His mom, Izana, will jump into the nest here. Clear the grass away. Yeah, well, we'll say that we stumbled on an island native, New Cuckoo. I'm going to name him New Kooky. Kooky, there we go. And he will say, of course, I know the path, and he'll guide us up towards the north, and whether he's guiding us to death or not, well, we're going to have to find out. We're going to have to see if he's really guiding us to something not so awesome. All right, we're going to have Atoa start scooching over. We're going to have Kumo start scooching up too. Let's move this. And then Zon, we'll have Zon start moving. But I think Zon's very attached to his sister, so he doesn't want to leave without her. And then Abir is their older sibling, so I think that he feels responsible and he's going to guide the little ones too. And then Amaliki, let's see, is also another perfect gene. So we've got quite a few of them. We need to start moving them up north. So we'll have them move over to, I'm going to clear that so I can see where the heck the grass is. And then we're going to give Bozai one last chance at having a child that's hopefully another girl, because they have had the little Princess Kissa, and I mean they can still see where the babies are without interruption. So like I said, they're just very laid back, the Yukir tribe with their children. They're not used to their children being squishy and like eaten by predators. All right, so we're going to keep moving. I think Karini wants to move as far as she can and then build a nest over here. And we'll have her mate Kudos come join her and dig up some nesting material and some roots. They seem to be like switching their diet the longer we play with this tribe too, which is really fascinating to me because now they're becoming more of like a root-based diet. No! Aethys, is that you? I can't remember. I don't think this one was Aethys. This one was Mako. Oh, thank goodness. So many boys. You guys, think about this for a second. We have 30 creatures, the number I normally start banishing at, so that we have a little bit of breathing room for all of the moves we have to do. And of those 33 creatures, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls. We have lost the favor of Yuki, the fertility god, for sure. We're in trouble. Not terrible trouble, not extinction trouble, just dang it. And wow, there are a bunch of hungry boys who are going to be eating a lot. All right, so we're going to see if Nukuki over here is going to be a good guide for us or a not so great guide for us, and hopefully lead us to a new land, lead us forward to the north so that we won't just graze ourselves to death. We may have to start releasing some creatures if it comes to that, but until then I want to try to utilize as many of them as possible for resource collecting, which might be really, really nice. We might be able to leave this island with a ton of food and definitely a ton of nesting material, which would be very useful. But all right, guys, we're going to leave it here for now. Take some deep breaths, and we're going to shake our fist at the sky and hope that Yuki, the fertility god, will be kinder to us next time, and will definitely be kind to our Amazon challenge that we are currently running every other day, with the Yukiers going every other day as well. Hopefully, we won't have this kind of like avalanche of baby boys born in the Amazon challenge, or else we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because that entire challenge is geared around having lots of girls. So we're going to have to see. Maybe we need to get back to the snowy lands and finally break like the disfavor that we have been shown. But all right, guys, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.